Calling all card fighters. We welcome you to the Dojo, a Card Fighters podcast, starting now.
What's up, guys? This is May 7th? 6th?
Yeah.
6th. This is the weekend of Georgia, and we're here in my house doing a podcast.
It's pretty sad.
So, let's see. I wasn't here last time because we got Matt over there doing last week's podcast. Did a great job, good interview overall, introducing our boy, the one and only Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Which is our Grand Blue elitist for our team. But today we got our Control elitist, the one and only Logan. Logan, introduce yourself. How you doing?
Hey, guys. What's up? I'm the Control player for Team Eclipse. My favorite clan in the game is Link Joker. Matt wants to punch me as I say this. But I love Chaos. It's my favorite deck to play. And then I recently picked up Order Colony because I was messing around with Megas prior to it getting popular. And then the deck just got really good. And I think it's definitely fun, but we're hoping they don't hit Gridora because then the deck just dies as a whole. And I guess I would be the rookie of the team, as I'm the least amount of person playing the game so far in time-wise.
That's fair.
Fair.
I started whenever Overdress came out, started playing Overdress. The format was entertaining to me, so it got me in it. And then now we're just like, woo, premium, so much better, so much more fun, or at least in my opinion.
It's funny. We actually have a Discord nickname for him. We just call him Chaos Burr.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is just like, it's not generically Chaos, but like any deck, go Burr.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
But yeah, I'm the Control player for our group, so anytime they're like, all right, Logan, order bugs, I'm like, okay, God, I'll play test.
We gotta learn the matchup, bro.
That's what you became.
Yeah, I became a playtester.deck.
Absolutely. If we can't beat you, like, what else are we gonna do?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys know all those like Yu-Gi-Oh type of game simulators, and they always have that bot that you play test with. Right? That's Logan.
Yeah, that's me at this point in time. But I will be jumping into a more aggressive deck, as Tachikaze looks really good with the new stride, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, okay. Dinos go Burr.
Dinos go
Dinos go
Burr,
Burr. Like,
showing my true child. Love dinosaurs when I was younger, and now I'm just like, dinosaurs with machine guns? That sounds great.
Who came up with that?
Somebody was like, they were hard on it.
No, I think it was a dream. Like,
I think like when they were working on Vanguard, because like it was one of the original 24 clans, right?
Yeah.
The guy laid on his bed, right? Was like, okay, so we got over here, dragons, fire, easy. All right, we got more synthetic version of knights. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got nuns, but they carry pistols and guns. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what can we go here? Yo. All right, listen here. We got dinosaurs. All right. Wait. Hear me. And we're going to add weaponry to them. So, but not like anything. You guys remember Blastoise from Pokemon? Yeah. We're going to, instead of putting bazookas and making it PG rating, we're just going to put the missiles on it.
Yeah,
okay, we knew that's what they were.
And in my opinion, it definitely comes from like, they were like, all right, what can we do for a design? And like the creators, like, child came in the room and they're like, Dad, dinosaurs. And he was like, genius, hired.
Kid got an easy job with Bushiroad.
Set for life.
But jokes aside, Bushiroad, you make some really cool archetypes that people look and grab. I mean, look, Tachikaze right there.
Yeah.
You got
the deck just appealed to me. I was just like, wow, dinosaurs.
I gotta love the guy who created Chaos Breaker. It's like, okay, so I was thinking about a dragon deck, all right? And I want to put the carnival like clown in it. And I'm like, all right.
Why not?
Why not?
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works.
Just goes, all right, hired.
But before we go on a tangent, today is Traveling to Georgia Day.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've seen enough posts on Twitter to know that everyone's on their way to Georgia.
Yeah, just a few.
We actually have two representatives of our own. We got Nick and Anderson. Nick Larson, Anderson Williams. If you're not his friend, he will say that his name's Paul, which it is.
Exposing.
It's true. His
Yeah,
name
I
is
mean,
Paul.
Why
yeah,
you gotta
technically
do it?
his
Why you
name
gotta
is
sell him out like
Paul.
that?
Because he told us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told us.
Yeah. Now the world knows.
He told us.
Well, once you get to know him, Anderson.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
You guys heard him episode 1. Come on
Yeah,
now.
come on.
That radio voice.
Encyclopedia. I say a card. I say I don't know the skill. He starts reading it out in his mind palace.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just, he knows it.
Can we get like a phone like right here?
Yeah, it's just
That's
like,
a-
call
Paul Anderson.
Like last week on the episode when you guys couldn't think of Neberos, and I was just
Bro.
like, oh yeah, phone a friend real quick. Let me call in and be like,
It's got to be like a red phone, like those old 1960s Batman, or like
Powerpuff Girls.
the Powerpuff Girls phone,
yeah.
right? Like, actually, I don't want the Powerpuff Girls one. There's like a clown face on it. And I don't think Chaos Breaker. I can't.
True.
I can't with that.
I'll be like, ooh, chaos.
Oh my god.
You're gonna see me just edit it and make it look like the Joker.
No, we need like a Narukami one or like DP one. No,
A
we need a DP
Narukami-
one.
A DP, a
Yeah,
justice,
with
a
the-
justice phone.
Yeah. The Justice phone. I love it.
That is great. We'll get our PR team working on it, and then we'll see if development can work on
Just
it.
a hotline
Okay.
to Anderson.
Guys, I'm gonna be
Justice
totally
phone.
honest. We do not have a development. I can barely fund this podcast.
Come on now, don't
Come
rent it out.
on.
We'll
All
get
right.
there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So before we go on too many hot takes that are not Vanguard related, actually most of it's been Vanguard related.
Yeah.
We're coming into Georgia. We've talked about different clans from Grand Blue, Mega Colony, Eradicators, and all of everything pretty much. I think I actually did not state this, but recently I've been playing Raging Form.
Yes.
And I gotta say, I don't expect Raging Form to be in top tables, or I hope it is, but it's very expensive of a deck.
Yeah, I think it's very expensive, but it's definitely a deck to look out for.
100%. That's where I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
So there's Raging Form. You guys don't know. Early game deck, really early game. Actually, you guys should know. I mean, come on, you guys are Vanguard players.
Yeah. Like,
You're just failing yourself.
You know.
You know.
Everyone
You know.
has that one.
I
friend
have
who plays
Jaren
Shadows.
in the back right now. You guys don't know who he is. He's a secret person. We're going to reveal him soon. Okay? Very new to the game, and he knows. He knows.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He knows. He knows.
He knows.
Well. He is well acquainted. Like,
So, Raging Form, if you guys don't know, because now I'm going to repeat it. When it attacks at the end of battle, you retire 3 of your rear guards and ride a Revenger grade 3 from your hand on Vanguard Circle. So you can ride another Raging Form. And its skill is if you have 4 damage, you can counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 2, and call to the field. How this is good. If you're at 4 damage, you can counterblast 1 and call Revenger, Willy Revenger Mana, right? Which skill is on place, not from hand. On place, search your deck for a grade 1 and call it into the same column as this unit.
Yeah, so you
So-
see mana, you're chilling.
Now you have 4 rear guards, and you can retire another 3 and re-ride once more. And then if you have counterblast, you can call another mana and then do it one more time.
Exactly.
Now, what if you're not at 4 counterblast? Here we go. There is
Oh boy.
there's a Revenger Angel. I can't remember its full name, right? This is when the phone's very useful at this point.
yeah.
That skill is counterblast 1. When this unit is retired from rearguard circle, search your deck for a grade 1 and call it. And then there is a grade 1 called Dark Trumpeter that is counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 0 and call it as rest with Revenger its name. So no matter what, you got all these multi-attacks. It is not grade 3 locked. Your opponent does not need to be at grade 3.
No.
They can be at grade 2 while you're doing this. So
Yep.
forget about them going into their heal trigger.
And not let them go first.
And speaking about the heal trigger, they can't plus. They would have to plus 10 because they can't even minus crit
Yeah,
you
because
because
it's a
you're
new
going to go
ban.
back into it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the deck is definitely very strong. I think it actually has a fairly solid matchup into Mega Colony as a whole, because it does the one thing the deck doesn't like, which is restanding a Vanguard or a brand new Vanguard entirely. Because we had to drop the old Brilliant Blister for the new one, because the new one's just so much better, like above and beyond. And that's why most Mega lists are playing 1 Coon, if not 2. I've seen some lists playing 2, just so that they see it in those matchups where they desperately need it, like Revengers. And I think that the deck being able to do that on just a grade 3 is extremely strong, because especially since Gridora as a deck wants to go second. Or at least they want to go first, but they will play the grade 2 game. They will sit there and they will just Garafa, draw a card, get like 34K if you called the board and you swung with it, and they just sit there. That's all they do. And
it's very funny in the order calling matchup, and this is why I brought up the Raging Form deck, right? Is that even if you went first, they can just stride into Crystal Lust. Chain Ranker.
Exactly.
Same card, different name.
Yeah, same exact card, just one's edgy.
And
cheaper.
And be able to get that additional drive on you. And like, you may not think an additional drive matters, right? But what if they didn't have a Raging Form?
Yeah.
You need the Raging Form in hand. Mind you, there's also a grade 1 that when they call it to the field anywhere, you can counterblast one search for a Raging Form. So the deck's good.
Deck's a little good. Little consistent.
Just a tad. And like, oh god, that matchup is so annoying. But it's good.
Oh yeah, Aquas.
Oh my god.
You guys are just like full on like punching each other every turn, and then you rebuild.
Like, and see, my deck is more rear guard focused, right? But after I'm done, I'm like, okay, I have to call the rear guards that give me the extra cards in my hand because I have to live. Not 1, not 2. Maybe he stops at 3. That is not a guarantee. Maybe he stops at 3.
No, I think
guaranteed 4.
Yeah.
And then if I have 5 counterblasts and 3 of it's face up, I can attack for a 5th time with Raging Fall.
Yeah, I think at our last locals, whenever me and Frankie got paired, I think his first time doing it, those games were awful for me, by the way. Like, my hands were so bad. Grade 1, we only had grade 3s in hand, so I'm never guarding Revengers. And then game 2, we never saw the book, so I'm just sitting here dying with no cards in hand. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think his first turn going into it, he attacked like 4 times. And I'm just sitting there with grade 3s in my hand, like, what am I supposed to do about this?
Oh, and
nothing.
Just to let you guys know, it was only retire rear guards and ride a grade 3 from hand.
Yeah.
Okay, the hand is increasing by 1 every time because I'm riding a grade 3 and then I'm swinging with Twin Drive.
Yes, it is getting extremely big. I think game 2, I lived his first turn doing this. And then I asked cards in hand out of curious.
And I said 18.
He said 18. I went and I looked at my very sad, like, 3-card hand with no book in the drop to ride. And I'm sitting there like, so we're going to ride the dragon. And then we're going to stride into Megaloma. And we're going to have fun.
And then I critted him on my turn.
Oh, yeah. And then he crit me when I was at 5 anyways. So I'm just like, well, GG's. No.
I'm so glad Megaloma's not that busted.
No, and I personally want to take it out of order bugs, in my opinion. I just don't think it's worth it.
Just run Zoa.
Yeah, Zoa would be better, especially since Megas does actually have a way to abuse it, and it was something I was tinkering with. I don't know how I feel on it because the deck's so soul heavy, but Antlion says on swing, Soul Blast a grade 3 from your soul, so it can even be the Moth if you had to ride that on your grade 1 turn because it counts as a soul, grade 3 in the soul. And it says it gains, I think it's 10k or 15k and a crit, and your opponent cannot PG you. So it's just like you either have a really strong like 2 crit that can get really big just from like calling it off a Gridora, having it gain the extra base 10k from the Gridora skill, triggers given to it, and then just the extra crit on top of it. I think it adds a nice amount of lethality to the deck because the deck
lethality.
Yeah, like
Matt, is that a word?
It definitely is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a word.
You're looking at me funny. I was like, it definitely is a word.
Yeah.
Are you You're not Anderson.
No. But I think it's very nice to the deck, but it also just causes more of the soul problem. So I'm not sure how I feel on it, but I definitely feel like Megaloma should come out of the deck, at least not for the new stride. Like the new stride, it's definitely coming out for the new stride. The new stride, I don't even want to stride it. We just want to flip it, baby.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, hearing you talk about Zoa in the deck, I'm like, I think Bugs has to be built for Zoa. Like any Zoo deck that goes for the Zoa play is probably going to be built for it. Like more so using the push to soul crits, running less cards in the deck that affect soul minus Antlion.
Yeah, so if you're building the bugs that way, then you definitely have to be cautious with your soul. And like you're going for Zoa. Like you can't play the game normally. You probably whittle them out of resources and then say, all right, I see that all of your high value cards are gone to guard with. Oh, okay, Zoa deck. But I think that Megas can't do their game plan that they want to do if they want to focus to Zoa. So for that reason, I think it's not bad to splash, especially since you're getting like Persona rides in. So if you can get like a Persona Red Zoa turn, so you like, it's just like even like worse.
I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, that's
We're
very
done.
fair.
No.
Yeah,
We skip over that. We're
yeah.
done. No.
But yeah, I think that Zoa is an okay card in the deck. But that new stride, so good. Can't wait to be swinging at your 3K Vanguard in a Force deck.
I love this. Is the guy before stream was saying, no shot we don't talk about Order Colony, because you talked about Order Colony 4 times in a row in your episodes, and you're not expecting me to not talk about Order Colony.
Yeah. Shout out to the episode where they were like gonna mention me and bring me on, and they were like, Frankie was like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about orders next time because Logan's coming on. I was like,
And then you didn't come on because oh yeah, that's right, you're a teenager.
Yeah,
and you were at what, Grad Bash?
Yeah, I was at Grad Bash. The one day he books me, I was at Grad Bash, and today was actually my last day of high school as a senior. So,
College student, congratulations.
College coming up in the summer, baby. But yeah, the one day he didn't. The one day he books me, I'm like, I'm at Grad Bash. I'm at Universal. I'm chilling. And but yeah,
You actually don't know how well you have it, bro. Like, I processed that. I was like, oh, they're going on a long trip to Universal, spending some time. Bro, I come in because originally I was from Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Right? And when we went to Grad Bash, we had to leave at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I somehow got there at 2.
Yeah, that's weird, actually. Like, what?
Then like they drop us off at Universal instead of Islands, right?
Yeah.
And me and my friends are like, there is no way in hell I'm gonna be staying in Universal.
Oh
and
yeah, no,
walking to
you
Islands.
go all the way around. You go to Islands first.
We run and hustle before Grad Bash starts because they're not letting us through until the place opens. And we make our way to the Harry Potter ride, and we're like, does this take you to Islands? And be like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna hustle to the front of this line.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for sure.
And then we thought about it. We're like, okay, the exit's at the end of the train. We're gonna sit in the back.
Yeah, exactly. You were like, all right, we want to get on Hulk first. We want to get on some of the Harry Potter rides first. We want to get on the rides at Islands of Adventure that have the longer waits.
Yep.
And that's just how it is.
And Grad Bash was great.
Yeah, it was a time for all of us too. And I'm coming from North Florida. I think we got there like right when it opened.
Yeah.
Like right then and there. So we didn't have the luxury of getting on some rides before it opened.
Oh no, you see, my school, we got there late. We got there at like 7:30.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Our school was supposed to leave, like the buses were supposed to leave at like 4, I think, because that's when Universal technically opens for Grad Bash.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, we'll get there at like 5:30. That's not hot. That's not bad. Buses were late by 2 hours, so we didn't leave the school till 6. So we got there at like 7:30.
Bro, this guy must have been like, man, I wish I was back at my shop just playing card fight.
A little bit, but it was definitely fun. I had fun with my little group that I went with.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to college now. I actually am sort of excited for college, as that might bite me in the butt, but
He'll find out.
Yeah,
You'll
see. Good luck.
You'll see. Good luck.
So, you know what's better than Grad Bash, though?
prom.
No.
No.
It was Bushy Road Spring Fest.
Yeah.
Or Bushy
that's
Road
true.
Championship Series,
Definitely.
which we're not there.
Yeah.
And like we said, we had our representatives there. But what I kind of want to catch up on, right, is why it's a good event to go to, right? So we talked a little bit about Raging Farm, which I think you guys should check out there. And now I think my thing is that, am I upset that I'm not going to Bushy Road Spring Fest? Not really, because I thought about it, right?
Yeah.
I want to go to the Championship Series, BCS. because that's where you get your invite to Japan. And
Yeah, that
your
makes
invite to
sense.
Worlds, right? You got to get first though for that paid invite.
The paid invite.
Yeah,
That's what we're
the
playing
difference.
for. That's what we're playing
That's
for.
like
Yeah.
that's like thousands of dollars.
Yikes.
So BCS is the fall circuit, pretty much, of Vanguard, where they do the invite. You go to Worlds. I don't remember if you're at Worlds before BSF or after BSF, but the fact is that you get the invite during fall. There is no confirmation they're doing it yet. Yeah. But looking at how quickly the COVID restrictions were like reduced each time in their PDF, I feel like BCS is coming back.
I feel like it definitely will with how much it changed in like the span of like 2 weeks. It was, I think, or like 2 or 3 weeks. It definitely changed. They they lightened up so many times on just like, all right, first you need to have this booster, you need to have this pass, you need to have this shot, you need to show verification of all of this. Now they're just like, if you have the vaccine, you're good.
Yeah.
Show me your most recent COVID test.
Yeah,
Come in.
like-
Yeah. All right. Do they even do that?
Probably not.
We'll find out.
Yeah. We'll ask our representatives.
Yeah.
Our representatives.
In quotations.
So, as we go into this, I want to talk a little bit about BSF. What's the difference between BSF and BCS? Well, some of you guys may know if you look at the website, right? BSF is a team league series, teams of 3. So you're pretty much playing best of 3 simultaneously, and your other people that need to win are your teammates if you lose.
Yep.
So know your team, and good luck.
And know your matchups extremely. And,
Exactly.
Hope that oversack does not occur, because if so, it's a sad day.
If you have a friend that plays Order Colony, give him a hard time and play him.
Yeah.
Play him to the
Welcome.
amount of times that he dislikes that he got Order Colony.
Unironically, that's sort of happening right now. I don't dislike that I got the deck, but I'm very bored of it because I've played it so many times in the past month. But I don't mind hoping them out
The
because
mind games, I tell you.
it's a lot of fun to be able to help them play test so that they know the matchup. But it's also very draining whenever they have you do it.
So what you're saying is, I just have to live through you playing Chaos for a month, and I don't have to deal with it again.
Good to know.
Good to know.
No shot. That's how that works.
Yeah, but that also means you have to play it out fully. You can't just scoop halfway through.
Yeah, you gotta play till there's 3 cards left in that Draco Force deck, baby.
Who said I was playing Draco Force?
Oh, you definitely are playing Draco Force. What else are you playing? You're Matt. Come on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll play Valios.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, man, this guy needs Aqua Force.
I
But
know.
going back to BSF, right? Know your team. Hopefully your teammates pull you through, or you pull your teammates through. You don't want it one-sided at all. You never know how it's going to end up. When we look at it, right, you are pretty much playing for your team results. After following it, you get your 3 medals that actually the medals only in Connect. They used to be like this big circle cut into 3s.
Yeah.
And you're able to connect them.
It was really bad.
But they don't have that anymore, which is okay, I guess.
It's all right.
I mean, I would have been fine with it because then you keep your team together. That's like a
Yeah, it's like
a friendship band.
it's like
Yeah.
It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whenever the originals, they all drew the lines on their hands and then
Yeah.
they do their little hand, the hands in.
You know what's funny? It took me till middle school to re-look at that. I was like, oh, it's a happy face.
Yeah.
I thought it was just some random mark that she made.
Thing.
Random
yeah.
Celeboree Calcos on their
Wait,
hand. They're
wait.
just like, all right.
Wait a minute.
I had to go back after Seal to make sure that wasn't what it was.
No.
You're old enough to remember that?
All right. I see how it is.
You got to hit him like that, don't you?
Absolutely.
Hit me with the youngster. Hit me with the youngster
The
lines.
young buck.
No, my Pokemon team, they all call me Junior. That's just my. That's
And
just
then
my
they
name.
see your height.
Yeah, they call me Junior, and then I'm taller than everybody in the room.
So now looking at the medal and all that, do I really want to go? I got called by 4 people.
Famous Frankie.
One in Georgia, one in Texas, one in North Carolina, 2 in North Carolina, actually. One of them is moving to Wisconsin. And they all asked me, yo, bro, where are you going to be? Let's meet up. And I'm like, guys, I just got a new job.
I got some bad news.
I'm not going to be able to go. It's a really good job. I don't want to hinge it.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause any trouble with my company.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't wanna risk anything.
No. So I'm unable to go to BSF. I wish my representatives good luck, and they're taking Devlin, which is interesting. Great Nature player. He's really good with Great Nature, but he's playing Order Colony.
Yes, he is.
You're right. We were talking about Order Colony today.
All day, baby. All day, every week.
I don't know what his playstyle is with Order Colony, but I'm just gonna assume it's like everybody else's.
Yeah. I definitely wonder how he's going to play the deck, because there are different ways to play it with your lists. Some lists play the Veil, some lists don't. Some lists play the Sweet Nectar or whatever the card is from Standard, the Zorga card. That gives you 5k for every 5 in the drop, and the crit if there's 15 or more. Some people play that for late game pressure because it is really strong with the number of restands you're getting in Gridora. Just 5 attacks every turn, and one of them being like 50k and a crit is insane in the late game. But yeah, I think it's definitely a good deck, like for sure, and I think everybody knows it's a good deck.
Yeah, everyone knows, but we'll find out in 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal what my representatives are playing,
Yeah.
but you guys already need to assume Order Colony's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone.
We did not send the team out there without an Order Colony deck on hand, you know.
Yeah, we made sure.
All right, we made sure that we put something that would at least get a win. We just have to make sure on the other two, you know.
Yeah. We made sure.
I think they got it. They got it.
I'm pretty confident in their deck choices. They've definitely been playtesting it with me a lot.
They should have taken Raging Form.
Yeah, not enough bugs on there.
Yeah, true. 3
You
sets
can't
of
have
bugs.
more than one bug.
I know. I'm just saying, man. They could have.
That would be some-
No one would notice.
That would be a boring event, huh? 3 bugs across the table from 3 bugs, just all weekend.
Yep. I mean, remember, day one is going to be Overdress. Yeah, Overdress
Yes.
and V Premium. Surprisingly enough, I was talking with the Kingslayer crew, and they're split between Overdress and V Premium. There's actually a group of them playing V Premium.
I did hear that.
Yeah. So I find that kind of, I would like to say cool because, you know, they're giving V Premium stuff. I think supporting all the formats is healthy for the game to live.
Extremely. I think it's very healthy.
And that's why I play Overdress and love Premium more and say I'm a Premium elitist.
Yeah.
But you can't catch me playing V Premium right now. I just can't, man. Like, Overdress is slow. Overdress is slow. V Premium just feels much slower.
Yeah, V Premium feels like it's just lacking, like, the base power that Overdress has. Because Overdress, they just made everything generically stronger.
Well, the thing with V Premium is also is like you can guard for like a long period of time.
Yes, because that special card named the Overtrigger isn't there to show up saying, hey, if you two pass me, I can still pass.
Now, do I still have an issue with the Overtrigger? Yes. Right?
I think everybody does.
Of course.
Yeah, I do too.
And if it was removed, that would be great, and Overdress can shine a little bit more. But the reason I also have a vendetta about V Premium, right, is it's gotta be very annoying, and this is like like anyone who plays multiple formats to want to have a, let's put Kagro for example, right?
Sure.
I can play Overlord in V Premium, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And let's say I'm going in for the event day one, playing Overlord in V Premium, right? And then next day, I gotta play Overlord in in Premium. So now I gotta add the G zone in, which is already there, thank God, right? Then I have to remove a good chunk of the cards, and incorporate the old versions of them. So example is like that grade 2 that has restraint. I gotta put that one in. Then I have to change out the triggers because I need to make sure +10 to Soul.
+10 to Soul,
crit is there.
Stride
Stride crit is there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I go into the game, right? At this point, I've now moved my sleeves around. I'm now playing the game, right? And all my sleeves are now lifting up to the top of its thing because it's not fresh.
Yeah.
Now, am I just complaining? Of course.
Well, yeah. But I think V Premium can shine.
Yeah.
I think it's just like so many people have played the format, and there's also just like one deck dominating the format. We're looking at you, Bermuda.
Oh, I forgot about Bermuda. Didn't they just hit?
They did hit it.
They did hit it.
I'm so confused. They hit Prisms for us, or did they hit Prisms for Japan?
I think it was
both.
I think it was both.
Yeah.
No, because then they hit Melody only for one of us.
They hit Melody for Japan,
Yeah.
but they hit Vert, which was the problem
They
for America.
hit they hit both. They hit the deck in both countries. They just
Yeah.
changed it to be even worse in Japan
Yeah.
because it was more popular in Japan than it was in America.
Yeah, Melody got hit in Japan. We got Vert, and then we also got Hamiel.
Yeah,
So Hamiel's gone.
thank God.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll just do a Gear Chronicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now you can play more decks in V, which is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, V isn't. I see Angel Feather across the table and hope they don't hit 5 crits on their rescue checks.
Yeah. I mean, we only needed like 3, but like 5 is nice.
Yeah, 5's extra fun. You just
Yeah.
in case they hit that 6 damage heal or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if
4
I get
times in a
5,
row.
Yeah. I was about to say,
Look,
yeah,
guys,
you're right.
if I want to get hit for 5 damage, I might as well get hit by Gize, okay? I'm not going to get hit by Angel Feather trying to fake it.
Speaking of Giza,
No,
You did not.
No shot.
So, this is actually a topic about the recent P clan selection. We got the OTT card that was like revealed the top 5 cards of your deck,
Yeah.
and you can activate the trigger effects for each.
it's Susano, but better.
Yeah.
So because you can activate the trigger effects, we were at Applebee's, surprisingly.
Yeah, we were just eating
Yeah.
lunch talking about, or not. It wasn't even
Definitely
lunch.
wasn't
Dude,
lunch.
It definitely
Definitely
was
was
not
not
lunch.
lunch.
I
That was
lied.
not.
I take it back. It was like 12 a.m., not 12 p.m.
That's like late dinner.
We're eating a midnight dinner. We like to call it happy hour.
Yeah.
And
Call it the after shop munchies.
exactly. So we were talking about the P clan selection cards, how good they are, how they're kind of mad, depending on which we were talking about. And I came over to the OCT card. Guys were like, it's whatever. It's not that great, right? And then I'm like, you can literally, if you saw 3 triggers, flip up 3 Zero Dragons if Gize was on your G zone. And then
Definitely can.
Matt over here was like,
Yeah,
What?
Matt's mind was blown.
Yeah.
He looked at me for a solid minute and
Yeah.
looked like he just ascended to the astral plane.
And this is okay. Quick context. So my Excel deck, as everyone has lovingly known, is Aquaforce, but my Protect deck is OTT.
It definitely is.
Nuns with guns, bro. So I am hyped.
Yeah, I think the new Shred's definitely very, very good, even if you're not going for this extreme high roll. I think it's kind of a meme play.
It is a meme, and I love it.
It's a meme, but I feel like it could kind of work. If it's
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll make
okay.
it work.
so honestly, the one issue with Gize, right, is after you turn everything face up, you need to go into Gize, and then they have a singular turn. But
Yep.
there's good sides to it. You're a 30K base.
definitely very
So-
good. Definitely very good.
Your chance of getting hit is very minuscule,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
overtrigger.
you still need to be able to guard the attack.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the overtrigger, okay, which is a one of in I like to say it's a 44 card deck because you draw 5 and then your Vanguard,
Yeah,
your
that's
starters
definitely
right
Fair.
now.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fair and valid point.
The odds aren't 0.
They are still there.
Yeah, they're still visible.
Bro, you have a 2 in 88 chance. You have a 3 in 122 chance. Okay, don't add with me.
I mean, yeah, but as the game goes on, you getting your overtrigger, it's more likely.
And you're probably right. You're
Yeah,
probably right.
the overtrigger starts to be more of a menace later in the game when it's not shown. That's when everyone hates it. Not in the early game when we don't care as much. It's like, oh, you hit the Brant overtrigger. Okay, it's a glorified crit and a draw. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now you hit that on like a DP turn when they're like 8 crit and they're going take 16 or any of the above. Is there even a point to check damage? Like, like
What if you're playing Malkuth Malek Premium and the
Malkuth
first
Malek?
damage is Malkuth, the second one, and you just stop the damage?
All right, so actually coming away from Matt's little tangent of Malcolm Melik, I got to bring up a few of the other P clan cards because they're mostly all revealed.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about Gramble anymore because it's 30, it's middle 30, and, I honestly think you do a 7 seas. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, the option is there to try it for sure.
I mean, it doesn't hurt until you try it. But
Yeah.
I apologize. Did not mean P clan selection. V clan selection
Okay.
or collection. Yeah, you know which one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We just got revealed embodiment of victory. Alif.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys have been hyping this card up in our Discord chat for quite a while, and then there's me, and I was like,
They made
what is this card? I was
they made a singular card. Say Counterblast 1, or not even Counterblast, put a embodiment of Tar and an embodiment of Bar, which is a crit and a grade 1, into your soul, and write embodiment of victory Ali from your hand on Vanguard Circle.
It's definitely a very strong.
Now, they also made Dragon Knight's Alif, which is an old card back in BT 2, 3, probably BT 1. Yeah, the Justice Call, like.
Yeah.
All right, where is he? Anderson, get in.
All right. Who was Counterblast 1. If you have a Tar and Bar on the field, search your deck for embodiment of victory Alif and write it.
Yeah.
So these are now 2 ways to write embodiment of victory. And by the way, the first way, you also need your Vanguard to be embodiment of Shield Lam, who never existed until V-Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other deck do you remember having 2 ways to superior right into a grade 3?
Ezel.
Exactly.
And then the Samurai Spirits in Grand Blue.
We don't
Yeah.
talk about those.
Spirit Exceed.
Spirit Exceed, that's his name.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
That is something for Grand Blue. They're just like, all right, we'll go first, and it's just like whenever you hear Grand Blue want to go first, you're like,
Huh?
that's weird, but all right.
We do it.
They got
in the
something
XL.
planned.
Yeah, they just all right. You're on grade 1, Exceed. Next turn we go into OB, and then you start crying because we are setting up the drop, and then we go into OB again for free, or we just try to kill you with Bad Bounty if you're at 5 already. Because why not? Because we're on a grade 3 on your grade 1 turn.
Because we are Grand Blue.
Woo!
But before Grand Blue, we got Kagero.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, Alif. Very good V premium card. Now, here's the question. Is it good in premium? And I'm not sure yet.
I
honestly.
think it'll be interesting, but I actually do hope it's good, so it's not just Overlord deck for Kagero anymore.
This is fair because Blade Master is kind of like negging right now.
Yeah.
That deck kind of disappeared.
Yeah, extremely.
So bringing people to the second skill of Alif, it is also when your embodiment of, and then anything at that point. So embodiment of Tar, embodiment of Spear, embodiment of Armor, embodiment of Spear, embodiment of Shield, embodiment of Victory. And then there's 2 old ones called embodiment of Perdition, Sar something, and then embodiment of Perdition, Mahard, right?
Yeah.
If any embodiment ofs attacks, you're able to give them or increase their power to equal your opponent's, your Vanguard's power. Not your opponent's power. That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be a really funny meme.
So, if your Vanguard has 2 force markers on it, which I really do hope it does,
I also hope that.
Yeah.
your rear guard swings for 33. If your Vanguard is 37, because both Perditions can Soul Blast 1 give 4K, you are now hitting 4 power over some Excel or Protect deck, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fun to guard that whenever your rears are like 44, and then they have a booster, so it's like 56 on average or like 54. Like that's just crazy for rears to have that power for free, for literally free.
Welcome to Red.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, in the deck, you can superior right over him, even over Victory, Alif. So, what's funny is you can do the same play as Wonder Ezel, but for a counterblast. Or no, not even a counterblast, putting 2 cards to soul.
Yep.
Right? And you can stride into Zam Buster, which is a card that says turn a card in your G zone face up, pop all your opponent's rear guards.
Yep.
Right? And then you can activate skill and ride back into Alley. Now, here's the question. Why would you do that? Why just to pop the field and gain a force marker? No. Now, this is where I bring in D format.
Yeah.
There is an order card made for Eugene called Best Harvest. Does anyone want to know? Anyone want to say what Best Harvest does? Do you know what Best Harvest does?
All right, so Best Harvest.
Oh, shoot. He does know what Best Harvest does.
Yeah, I know what it does.
I was really hoping that you did.
No, I definitely know what that is. Remember, I actually like Eugene. I don't play it, but I like it. So Best Harvest says that it's an order you can activate, and during your main phase, for each of your opponent's retired rear guards, draw a card. That sounds kind of good to do it for free.
Does anyone know any other deck that draws a card when your opponent's rear guards retire?
You know, Frankie, you're fired.
Bro, I run the show.
No. New
out.
host, Matt
All right.
Rivers.
All right. Stunverse.
Yeah.
He is literally a Stunverse that doesn't neg your opponent other than their field.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, I hate Narukami with a passion.
You know this show is called
Listen,
Naru Samurai.
I love
and
you.
the podcast is called The Dojo.
I love you, but
Good to know.
Stunverse is not fun. Whenever I play control decks and Stunverse says, "Oh, you're playing a control deck." No.
What do you mean when you play a control deck? Do you mean when you play premium?
Oh, you're right.
So going into that, back into Alif, right?
Yeah.
You now have a 43k attacking rear guard. You can give it even more power because there are stand triggers back in G format that give 10 or 5k power. Now, here's another thing I thought about. What if they only have one rear guard?
Yeah.
But you can't give the 10k unless you see something get retired. So you're not able to give the 10k power to your Vanguard unless they're the one that sees it retire.
Yeah.
Just go into a G unit, ride back into Alley. So now your GB1, these stands can activate. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 with bar.
Yeah.
Retire something. Draw a card if you use Best Harvest on your Vanguard. And then activate these 2 stand triggers. Give plus 10 to your Vanguard. Your Vanguard's now 53.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Huge.
63.
Huge.
And then you can call this other stand trigger that says if your Vanguard is blazing, and it also gives blaze to your Vanguard.
Yep.
Put it back to deck, give 5k to your Vanguard, draw a card. So now you have all your stand triggers back in deck. You attack your rear guard, who is now attacking for 70-something.
Yep.
The other rear guard attacking for 70-something. Vanguard for the same number because they all copied the Vanguard. Stand trick. All right.
All right. This is now
Second
81.
check.
Like,
Stand trick. Oh, okay. By the way, did you know Alif can give triple drive to himself by counterblasting 3 and then soul blasting 2? Soul blasting a bar and a tar to countercharge 3? It's almost like they go to soul anyway.
it's almost like that's how the deck works. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what we're hearing is don't give the deck 3 damage. Make them sit at 2, and then you just say no triple.
I will run Bobo. I will self damage myself. I would run the embodiment that self. There is none. There is none.
No, like what is this United Sanctuary? Like no, there's no
you know what?
additional
You know what?
angel.
Yeah, I will run additional angel.
Yep.
In Dragon Empire.
Don't worry about it. Don't
worry about it.
don't deck
Don't
check.
question it.
Don't deck check.
Yeah.
What do you mean don't deck check? No, he's talking about putting an additional angel in a deck that needs 3 counterblasts. No.
Don't deck check.
So you actually did bring up additional angel, and we'll come back to the reveals in a second, depending on our time. I was talking with Jaron Anderson and Richard Garcia, who actually is going to be at the event, the owner of Kingslayer Cards. He's going to be playing in Bushwick Springfest, so I do wish their team luck as well. But I have a little bit more favoritism to my team because, they need a win.
Yeah, they're our homies, but our main homies are our teammates. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
but we love you, Richard. Love you guys.
Love you, Richard.
Yeah. So, where was I?
You went on a tangent about Aleph, and now
And I said something about
Yeah, you said additional angel. Thank you.
there you go.
So we were talking about Royal Paladins, and we were talking about MLB. And do you guys remember? I don't think you remember.
I definitely don't.
In MLB back in the day, there was a starter called Barkle. And Barkle's skill was rest, search your deck for a Flogel or Future Nailu, and call to the field. Future Nailu was a crit trigger that said counterblast 1, put a Flogel, a Barkle, and himself into the soul and ride Blaster Blade from deck, right? But it was a counterblast.
Yeah.
Sucks, right? And the only time you'll ever be able to activate it is the turn you would ride grade 2. So instead of riding grade 2, you'll skip ride phase, call them out, activate skill, and then ride grade 2.
Yeah.
Which is a big waste of time and a lot of soul, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
there's just no need. At least in my opinion.
So
Until additional angel.
until additional angel, exactly. You can start your turn. Your opponent's at grade 0.
Yeah.
Ride grade 1. that is not a Forerunner.
Oh, yeah.
You do not run to right.
No.
So you want to run the regular Quick Shield Barkle.
Yes.
And gain actually not even Barkle. Run something else so you can run 4 Barkle on deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just see it.
Ride, draw a card, call Barkle, rest it, get Flogo or Lou, the one that you're missing, because you're going to run Flogo at 4 and Lou at 1. So grab Lou if you don't see him.
Yeah.
And then Flogo better be in your hand.
Yeah.
Then you call Flogo, additional angel. Soul Blast 1, put additional angel into your damage zone. And then Counter Blast 1, put these 3 cards and ride to grade 2 while your opponent's at grade 0.
Yep. So then next turn, you're like, I'm on MOB now, and you're on a grade 1?
That's a lot of cards in your opening hand that need to be very specific. I don't know
You need 3 cards that you run at 4 of.
So I think it's very high rolly, and I think that if it happens, it happens.
I think if it can you imagine doing MOB while they're at 1?
Yeah, that seems extremely strong. You give a 5K shield to their 10K base,
But
and
now
you're just like,
we need the 3 cards to do it. MLB and a Blaster Dark.
listen, you'll be fine.
You don't even need
You'll get
Blaster
there.
Dark.
You need to win
Oh,
the
also,
MLB.
well, at that point, you run Wingle Brave, grade 1 in the deck. That thing just keeps boosting while they're at grade 1. You find your Blaster Dark. You don't even need Blaster Dark while they're a grade 1 or 2. I mean,
Yeah, but that extra crit, it's kind of nice. And that extra 5K, it matters.
Listen, if you're on a grade 3 and they're on a grade 1, I don't think you care about the extra crit in a 5K.
I care. That's what matters.
the second you
So
ride
extra.
to, or the second you stride and they're at grade 2, you can literally find a Blaster Dark at
Oh,
that
yeah.
point.
Like, you could just get the pieces that you need for MOB.
It's funny. Is it really high roll? Of course.
Extremely.
Is it funny and would really make someone absolutely mad that you did that in
Yes.
turn 1?
Oh, for sure. I'd be tilted off the face of the earth. If you just had the pieces like that, I would I'd be so tilted.
Literally, my first drive checks will be already twin drive.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Oh, God. Because the Blaster Blade skill.
yeah, buddy. Blaster Blade.
No,
good card.
Blaster Blade I rode turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
My
Go to-
first drive checks
go to
will be
grade
twin
3.
drive.
Oh, my
While they're at 1. They're going to ride to 2. I'm going to stride and drive check 3.
Why?
I really already went 5 cards in hand plus the 2 draws, 7 cards in hand, while they are still waiting to get to grade 3.
Yeah, they're not even on a grade 3, so they can't even combat you. They're just like, please don't hurt me too hard.
Jaren, can you please try this out?
Jaren, be the homie and try this out.
Try this
Jared,
out.
So, like,
Be the
we're
royal son.
sacrificing your wallet, not ours.
I already gave you a Barkle.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're going to try it
He-
out.
He
We're going
has
to try it
most of
out.
the cards, so
You guys don't hear
we're
him,
good.
but he's going to try it out.
Just
Yeah.
be the royal simp that you are, okay?
yeah. Own every royal. Don't actually own every royal deck.
You don't
Alright.
you don't need half of them.
I have 2 out of the 3 that mean anything.
Yeah.
It's better than none. You have most of Olive Royal.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jules
now,
MOB.
instead of continuing speaking to a person that no one's hearing, we love you, Jaren.
They'll heal you soon enough. It's okay.
We now come back to V-Clan selection. We were revealed to we saw Outleaf. What's another one we saw?
This is where we actually need
Yeah,
the phone of
the
the phone of
bla-
justice because
Shadow
Anderson
Paladin
knows
one.
everything.
The Shadow Paladin one.
Drag Ruler.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What's your thoughts on Drag Ruler?
Gives me a reason to buy Mordred.
That's fair.
I already have Mordred.
Yeah. I think it's definitely like playable. I don't know if it'll be good or okay yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely something to experiment with in Mordred. For sure.
So Mordred actually has this massive multi-attacking ability, but the issue is most of these cards are promos. So
Most of them. They're like all promos.
Blaster Dark's not a promo.
Ooh.
thank God, and he was the reprinted the most.
Yeah, thank God.
But the only one that anyone ever wants is the $4 one. So
Yeah.
I mean, $4 ain't that bad. I mean,
No.
Comparatively
comparatively, yes.
to everything
So-
else in Shadows.
There is a new promo that is released at Bishop Road Springfest that is at the end of battle it attacks. It's a grade 2 5K. Counterblast 1. Retire it and call a Blaster Dark from your drop zone onto that rearguard circle. So the rearguard circle already has force markers on it because of Mordred.
For sure.
So it's 25, assumingly there's only 2.
Yeah.
We're saying worst case. Counterblast 1, call Blaster Dark, gain a force marker. Okay. Swing with the other rear guard that's the same card. Counterblast 1, call Blaster Dark, gain a force marker.
Yeah.
Swing with Blaster Dark, swing with the other Blaster Dark. Because they call as stand.
Yeah. They
Swing
do.
with Vanguard, which I hope you're going into Chain Ranker.
If you're not, something's going wrong.
Yeah.
Counterblast 1, stand Blaster Darks.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep going. I know where you're going. Keep going.
I mean, we're there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you Superior Right Drag Ruler, but you could, right?
Yeah.
Go for that turn. Push as much as you can. You already used all your counterblast. Thankfully, and I am going to check this right now. Drag Ruler, I hope, is a Soul Blast. He is a Soul Blast.
Yeah.
So when he's played, you can Soul Blast 1. Then let me read this card really quick.
Gotta zoom in.
So a control.
When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by writing from a Revenger during the right phase, search your deck for up to one card of Revenger, its card name, call it to rearguard circle, and shuffle your deck. If your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less cards, Soul Blast 1, Mordred Phantom, and deal 1 point of damage to your opponent's Vanguard. So even after this big turn where you attacked a massive amount of times.
On the Vanguard swing, we're looking at 5 on Vanguard swing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we're going to make sure you're at 5 because if you're not at 4, we're playing the deck wrong.
yeah.
And then the following skill is when it attacks, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, choose all of your front row rear guards with Revenger in its card name or Blaster Dark. Retire all of your other rear guards and all of your front row rear guards gain plus 5k. So it's a weaker Mordred.
A little weaker. Jesus, I can't speak. Weaker.
There you go.
It's been a long day, okay?
Has it?
Yes, actually, it really has.
And then if you retire 2 or more rear guards, stand your front row rear guards. Right? It's not, yeah, rear guards. Imagine you can stand him up. Yes.
Oh,
Fun
boy.
times.
So then you get the Blaster Dark swings. They get 5k power.
Buying Mordred.
It's on ride to deal damage. So you can on ride deal damage, then stride into Chain Ranker.
Yeah, you can just pull a good old Mahar Nirvana on it and say, hey, take a damage. Why not?
Easy.
Yeah.
Now, this is very similar to the old Drag Ruler. My only gripe with it, right, is it's still a counterblast to restand the front row. And after counterblasting 3 the past turn just to get 7 attacks.
Just 7.
Just 7.
It's a small number, guys.
With Chain Ranker, you have to guard 3 or more for each. So
Yeah.
do you have 21 cards in hand? I don't think so.
Maybe not. Who knows?
You in that book, bro, I swear.
It's overall a rough match.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Raging Form takes the lead on the Revenger side, and I don't know where Luard's at. Honestly, I wish Luard was better.
I
Or
feel
like got more support, but at the same time, I
Yeah.
don't wish it got more support because it can literally mill 10 grade 1s in a singular turn.
Yeah, that's my opinion on Luard. Is I think that it's kind of been the same for a long time,
And it can't change.
and it just can't.
Yeah.
You know they're playing 4 in a main. You know they're playing the owl crits. You know they're playing the owl to let them draw more cards into combo pieces. You know they're playing Dagda. It's just like what 75 to like 80% of the deck is, not including triggers.
You know what also gets me of Mordred and Luard? And like this is like what really grinds my gears about Shadows. They are 5k grade 1s. They were never 5k grade 1s before V series. And now they're like all 5k grade 1s.
Because the main is a fun card.
Bro, 5k grade 1 can't even hit. All right, you have to literally put force markers to get them to hit. They just stare at you and be like, "We're here to activate a skill."
Yeah, we're here to go to the drop and then give me Ritual 10 for more Fessa.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, they give them power, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
It can. Like,
Yeah. I mean, but you just have to play the V Luards to give them some power with those force markers and that superior ride engine that they have.
that's the way I like to play the deck. I know that out of our circle, who plays Luard doesn't really play that engine anymore. But
No.
I like it with the force markers because it makes those turns following where if you just don't have a big hand but you have grade 1s, you just move it up to the force marker and it's like, all right, this is like 40K on a Morpheus a turn. Like, what are they going to do about that?
I kind of agree, but I really do think the OG Luard support is better.
No, I definitely understand.
Just because like you get the on stride, you pop anything that's in the way,
sure.
like an unruly or anything like that.
Definitely, yeah.
Then follow it with the Dagda attacking, retiring the column, recalling another column, and shuffling those stand triggers back to deck.
Those stands, man.
And if they see it, and they run like, they don't even run 8 of them. They run like 5, 6, 5, or 4. And they're like, if I get a stand, Dagda's going to restand. I'm like, I'm sure you.
Yeah, if I get a stand, this turn just got a lot worse for you.
And then they pulled 2.
And then they pull 2, so they get a whole nother swing. And then you're just like, oh, goody.
Yeah. Wonderful.
This is fantastic. We love it here.
Fun and interactive game mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Just watching
interactive.
Dagda swing like how many times?
Yeah,
3?
this is why I play semi-control decks and make sure there's something that can pop something.
Narukami.
MLB 9. I'm trying to get like you, but I can't because I don't want to give that to Aqua Force.
I'm sorry.
All right, I definitely don't think Aquas needs it, though.
Yeah, we do.
Nah.
I think
to this
Royals needs it. They need to
Listen.
be able to like G-guard and say, okay, call a grade 2 from hand, then you call Blaster Blade or Blaster Dart.
I think Royals need a lot of things so that the
They
clan
do.
like exists. Aside from
milk.
Crystal Luster.
Of course it exists.
Does
Jewel
it?
Knights.
Yeah, I'm looking
All
at
right.
Jewel Knights,
And
and that's
MLB.
a.
All right.
I mean, like, I'm sad that they don't exist, but like, they just haven't.
So
gotten-
DP.
So DP.
Justice.
9 crit.
Oh my god.
We just got the reveal for Dark Dimensional Robo
Dayusha.
Dayusha Reverse.
Yes.
I hated it in OG.
Or Reverse Dayusha.
Yeah, it's one of the
hate
two.
it, bro.
I think it's
So-
definitely good.
Reverse Dayusha originally was counterblast 1, lock 2 rear guards, and -10 your opponent. And it was not once per turn. It was just limit break 4.
Yes.
Now it is once per turn, lock 2 rear guards, right? Or is it 1?
I think it's 2.
2. I think it kept the 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they hard stuck it to 2.
All right. Yeah, I think they hard stuck it to 2 as well. And -10 your opponent. Now, what kind of sucked here, it's an axe skill. So you have to be at grade 3 for it.
That does suck a little bit.
But its first skill is
the
at
good
the
skill.
end of battle, you're grade 3 or greater.
There we go. That's where it
Vanguard
matters.
with Dimensional Robo in its card name attacked. If all of the units that attacked this turn were Dimensional Robos in its card name, counterblast 1, ride this card in. God, why is it read it like that? Ride this card on the units that attacked that turn.
It basically rewrites. It rides over.
Yeah,
the grade
sorry.
4.
I see what they did here. They copied and pasted. So
Oh, I see. I see.
ride this card as stand, and until end of turn, this unit gets drive -1 and you cannot ride by card effects.
Yeah.
it's on the
So I think it's definitely good. And I remember you saying that this card was very mid, Frankie.
So I will still describe why I do consider this card very mid. And the best example is the Falcon, the Cosmin X Falcon, the thing that swings for like 110 with 4 damage and 4 drive checks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Excalibur.
Excalibur, yeah. So my issue with Excalibur, right, is like, let's say they pull off the turn, they even activate the stand trigger, right? And you strode over a Dimensional Robo, which I hope so, honestly.
I would hope.
Yeah, we can hope.
So now if they dry check a PG, they literally pop your Guardian, right? So you plan for this. You are at 1 or 2 damage. They probably have 3 crits, not 4.
On average, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to swing at you, right? You're going to take the first hit because the chances of them hitting a grade 3 on 4 dry checks over 0 or 1
Yes.
is very unlikely
Yes.
or very likely.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're not going to PG the attack. You're going to take the hit. You're going to be taking 3 damage or more. So
Yeah, you're gonna hope that they don't hit crit
Yeah.
if you're at 2.
exactly. But if you're at 1, you can hope for 1 crit, but not 2. Yeah. So you survive the turn because their deck is filled with grade 3s and they draw check grade 3, which is the mindset that most people have. The chances of you hitting a trigger are so high
Extremely.
that you're already a 33K base, right? Or 32 23 or 2232k base if you're on another Excel or Protect. Following that, you restood, you attack again. I PG the attack. You did not get a grade 3.
Yeah.
Or, funny enough, it's hitting for a number. You can go into one of the new G Guardians and PG the attack because those are coming at the same time.
Yeah.
Following that, they counterblast 1 and ride the reverse Dayusha. Cannot minus 10 because that's an axe skill.
Correct.
So they're just swinging at me for 13 with 2 damage.
Yeah, I think that the problem with that is the fact of how DP works as a deck, because they're either hitting you and killing you, or they're hitting you to 5.
Yes.
And then
And
you're
remember,
more
it
than
has
likely
none
hitting
of the
triggers.
extra power because it does not have any
Correct.
booster or anything. So you would have to commit a booster to give it to.
And Geoma Glass doesn't work on it because Geoma Glass only says rear guards.
Yes.
If Geoma Glass said Vanguard, that would be extremely good because then
That would solve the issue.
then you would be a 33 base on cross turn, and that'd be really strong.
So my issue with this card is you're already committing so many cards in hand to activate the turn. You're calling 4 to 5 cards in hand to rest 4, double their power, give them an additional critical, right?
Yeah.
Which, mind you rested 4 already. You're going to put the stand into soul, and then you're going to call another grade 1 probably over one of the rested units so that it can receive the boost or the power from the triggers until your 3rd attack.
Yeah.
Which
No,
you just took it, and now you're at 33. The most they can get is probably 3 triggers. Unless they hit 6 triggers in a row, then that sucks for them. Maybe, depending on the triggers.
Yeah.
So mid or average, let's assume 2 to 3. It's a 28k booster. You're a 13k base. You're a 41 to my 32, right?
32, 33.
33. Okay, G guard, over trigger to hit.
Yep.
15 and 10, no hit.
Yep.
I mean, like,
So one reason I think that the card is actually pretty playable is Gridora specifically. It's not going to lock your Vanguard to rest because they'll just be like, all right, I'll ride over, and then I'll just pass my turn there.
yeah.
Because sometimes it actually matters if you're in rest. Because,
That's very clever, the order. Colony.
Yeah.
You play for one matchup for a counterblast?
Play it for one matchup because you might need just your hand to guard Order Colony's turn. Aside from the one. Now, the only downside I will say to writing Dayusha is you will lose Dieliner's ability. So you are losing a hard 10k shield. But depending on
You
the
lose
scenario,
all your 10k, 15k, 20k shields.
you don't lose all of them because Geoma Glass is a card.
Yeah.
But you lose a
that's
lot
fair.
of it.
You lose 10k shield only.
for per grade 3.
Yes.
Yes, which is it's definitely big, but I think that the play is there. The only other turn that I think that card is good is Geoma Glass, your first Geoma Glass, because that's the turn where you're setting up the damage. So they are more than likely going to PG Geoma Glass because Geoma Glass on average is going to be 4 to 5 damage.
Yep.
So if they PG Geoma Glass, you go, okay, I want to take you from like 2 to 3. I'll swing this Dayusha at you and just make my threshold to kill you even easier. That's the only other time I see that card being good is like your first stride Geoma Glass. Yeah. Because at that point in the game, you shouldn't be too heavily damaged. You should be like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Because Die Dumper is a good grade 2 for the deck to have. It just says, oh yeah, all your grade 3s are 10k shields now. And then Dieliner does the exact same thing. But yeah, that's the only time I think Dayusha would be good. Because of how the deck plays and as a whole, there's just not a lot of turns to go into Dayusha that matter.
This is fair.
Yeah, especially like in premium.
Oh, especially in premium. Maybe in V. Maybe in V, I could say it'd be very good. Because just swinging is strong in V.
Yeah.
And the powers aren't so high for the most part.
There are some matchups in V specifically where DP would rather go Force 1.
Yes, there
Then
definitely
Force
are.
2.
And I was actually going to comment on that, saying maybe if you play the Dayusha, you go Force 1 and you just make your rear guards extremely big. Or, I mean, your vanguard's always extremely big, but we can make it bigger.
Yeah.
We can make it bigger.
Double power, double crit.
Bigger and better.
But yeah,
More
like
justice.
in a sense, I don't think it's beyond perfect. Like, yeah, they get that third attack, but they were attacking with a unit that's not really going to be guarded.
Yeah,
You
it's
get
not
me?
really. It's not like
It's
your
not
opponent's
like I
committing a
dumped my
ton.
hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like if it's an attack that I can physically guard, but like it keeps attacking me, then yeah, I'm gonna lose because it's a final attack.
Yeah, so that's the other scenario I think it's ever only good is if you go into said Excalib and they hard guard it.
3 times.
Yeah, if they take the first one and then hard guard the second swing from Excalib.
Somehow didn't get any triggers.
I mean, yeah. But if they live, there's no way they have a hand after that.
No,
There's no shot they have a hand after an Excalib.
but no person's gonna do that.
Exactly. But like if that happens, it happens. And then Dayusha's just like, hee hee, I'll swing at you again. Can't guard me anymore.
And then they call it a day.
and then they're just like, all right, we win. Like
Yeah.
so that, I think the card is very I think it's good, but also very average at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody
But
would
I do
hard
think
guard
that-
I think it's just too situational is the problem with it.
Yeah. So that actually comes to like the end. We did get one other reveal, but I do think we are coming short on time. We're missing on Regalia, and to totally be honest, I would need to read up on this Regalia unit to compare it to others.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
overall, I do wish everybody at Georgia this weekend the best of luck in rounds. I know Outer Orange is going to be there, TIE Fighter, Top Deck Heroes, the Kingslayer crew. Mind you, also, by the way, June 25th?
That weekend, yeah.
Yes.
June 25th weekend will be Kingslayer's Ramada event, their release series. You go there, you play in Standard Saturday, Premium Sunday, and you will be playing for a chance to get an invite to their invitationals, which there's no announced date yet. Do keep an eye out. It is in a few months, though.
Yes, it should be.
So, really good event. The standard event is a $1,000 cash pool. So, first does not leave with 1,000, even though I wish.
Yeah,
But you do
not
have
quite.
it's split between Top Cut. If you play it all the way out, first does leave with 500.
But I don't think anybody's playing it all out after a day of best of 3.
I think if they hear 1,000, they're like, I'll play it out for 1,000.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised by how lazy people are to just take the participation trophy and leave.
Yes, and currently the premium event, because of recent turnouts, premiums, and hoping that it grows more, is 500, which is still a big, good, and strong
That's definitely a strong incentive
to come in.
to bring people.
And if a good chunk come, if we hit 60 people or more, we may increase the pot. We don't know. Well, actually, I'm not we, but you don't know what they will
We
do.
is Team Kingslayer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kingslayer.
that's Kingslayer. That,
But other than that, there are Kingslayers out there playing in Bushwell Springfest. I do wish them the best of luck. And our team as well, with Anderson, Nick Larson, and Devlin coming in and playing it out. I won't say what they're playing, but I do wish them the best of luck as well. Win some games, take some prizes.
Yeah. Most importantly, have some fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a good
Don't.
weekend.
It's
It's a children's card game. Do
It's
not
a
flip the
children's-
table.
yeah.
Do not flip the table.
It's a best of one for your team. Just have fun. If you get oversacked, be a little salty,
Exactly. You
but
see
don't
this guy sees it.
don't let it bring it down all day.
Remember to keep the family values.
Just I think if you're going to Bushy Springfest, I think just have fun with the day.
Yep.
Don't make it super uber competitive. Like yes, it's competitive. It is a tournament.
Yes.
But have fun.
Have fun, enjoy your matchups, and like don't overthink it. Don't get a headache. Just keep going.
Have a fun day with your team and your teammates.
Exactly.
Just have a day. If you guys drop because your team isn't doing so hot, just go have fun for the rest of the day. Don't go sit in your hotel room or wherever you're staying and sulk on it the whole day. Just go have fun.
You know how Anderson's the encyclopedia, man?
Yeah.
This guy's literally the guru. He's like Gandhi for Vanguard. But yeah, guys, do have some fun. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time in the dojo. See ya.
See you guys.
Thanks for watching The Dojo. If you would like to see more card fight content like this, make sure to catch The Dojo and Naru Samurai on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Spotify, and Apple Podcast.